Hello and welcome to the shooting show. This week we're going to be having a look at the Panther thermal scope from HIK. So this is the Panther thermal scope from HIK. Main features are, as you can see, there's this little extra bit on the top here. This is a built-in laser rangefinder. Press the button just here and that pings a range, and then it reads it out on the display just inside the screen there. It's all powered by 18650 battery, which is housed in here. You've got recording function on here. You can record footage and photos straight to an inbuilt memory. You've got a very nice smooth zoom, which is controlled by this button. So you zoom in and out, magnification. Power button, as I say, that's your range finding button. The press and hold of this button will bring up the main menu on the screen. Focusing is just by this right knob here, and you've got a built-in lens cover. To view footage and that recorded on this, you simply plug in the supplied lead that comes with it in this nice little case here. Plug that straight into your PC and it comes up as a file, and you just drag and drop your video straight from there. As you can see, it's a nice lightweight compact unit. Mounts nice and easily to a Picatinny rail just with two lock-in nuts there. You've also got on here, among other things, you've got the PIP mode, which I quite like to use, which is the small picture-in-picture. So you've got a magnified image in a small square, and then you've got your main crosshair below that. Zeroing is very straightforward, nice and easy. You've got the one-shot type zero that you have on a lot of thermal scopes and that these days. This is a nice function in that you can freeze the screen, so you put your crosshair on the target that you're aiming at, freeze the screen, and then it holds everything still, and you can literally just move the crosshair. Everything else stays the same, so it's very easy to move it over to the point of impact on the target. You've also got 4 colour palettes built into this, so you've got standard white hot, black hot, and a red hot, and there's also another kind of like a psychedelic sort of colour palette thing. I'm not really quite sure about that one, but I do like the white and the black hot. Black hot's particularly good for fine detail. As you can see in this bit of footage here of a fox in the garden that I recorded last night, the fox is probably only about 15 yards away, so it's pretty close, but even so you can still see the clarity and the quality of the picture is very, very sharp. Okay, so that's a very, very quick rundown of the HIK Panther, but we're going to take this out tonight and put it through its paces on a few foxes and see how we get on. Bit fresh tonight. Broken out the old deer hunter rusky jacket tonight. Still, should be a nice clear night for the thermal, so ideal testing conditions for the HIK. That's one down. That came in lovely. He was just going out across the next field, and I gave him a little squeak, and he straight away stopped and looked back, and just carried on squeaking. He come straight in. I did make a couple of little silly mistakes there. What I should have done is I should have taken him as soon as he come through that hedge. He just paused for a minute, but I wasn't 100% sure that I had a clear shot. I didn't want to take the shot in case there was any sort of like hedge or anything in the way. So I sort of withheld and gave him a little squeak again. He came right up amongst the sheep. Now I very nearly lost him then, because he came right into probably about 50 yards, but I couldn't get a shot because he was stood right by the sheep. And as he stopped, I was waiting for him to sort of come clear of the sheep, and I just sort of see him start sniffing the air, and he obviously got wind of me, and then he decided he had enough, so he started trotting right across the field. The second mistake I made was I gave him a shout. What I should have done was just give him a little soft whistle, a little squeak, which would have been what I'd used to bring him in. But I gave him a shout, and then he knew straight away then that all was not well, so he started pegging it across the field. But as per usual with foxes, when they run off, 9 times out of 10, before they get to cover, they'll stop for that last look back. And just as he was getting out across the field, I gave him another little squeak, and it was enough just to stop him. And he stopped, looked back over his shoulder, and it just gave me that window of opportunity to send around his way. So yeah, so brilliant. Let's go and have a look, see what it was. Oh, so that's a little vixen, that one. Good. Right. We'll wander around, see if we can find another one. Fox was in the next field, and as I came through, I must have spooked him, and he went through the hedge onto this field, and I just see him disappearing off down towards the hedge right at the bottom here. But yeah, I managed to just walk up and managed to line him up so there's no sheep in the field behind, so I could get a clear shot down there, hit him, and he ran just a little bit, probably, I don't know, 30-40 yards or something, but he's gone over straight away. Didn't know much about that, so it was a bit of a sort of a death run on his feet. So that's a pretty decent sized fox, that dog fox. As you can see from that, the HIK Panther scope, that's really sharp, really nice and clear, even when you turn the mag up, still nice and clear. I've been using it on black hot. I've sort of got quite like that now. I tend to use the white hot to spot with. I just find that things sort of pop out a little bit more with the white hot. But yeah, to shoot with, and that black hot's quite nice. It shows just maybe a little bit more detail. Anyway, that's 2 foxes down, and it's been a good evening. But yeah, I've enjoyed having a play with that. So anyway, that's about it for this evening. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and also if you're not already a member of Basque, it's time to join. Thanks for watching.